Hi, everyone. I'm just going to give anyone else that wants to join a few more minutes to come. And until then, I'm just going to finish connecting my devices so I can show it from multiple angles. So let me just add one more device to the meeting. Okay, so the first step, just like in all the other classes, is to create a new canvas. So you click the plus and then new sketch. And then it should pop this up and then you just click create. And then if you didn't get the picture of the palette from the WhatsApp, I'll show it right now. So the first one is the flower one. So you can just take a picture of the palette and then upload it to the device you're using to draw. So now once that you have the picture of the palette, what you're going to do is you're going to, on the blank canvas, you're going to click the plus with the picture of the mountains on the upper right-hand corner. You click that, and it should, oops, let me just make this bigger so it's easier to see. Okay. So then once you're on this screen, then you're going to click the picture you took of the palette and just move it into the corner, just like that. And then click done. So now once you have your palette and we can start drawing, So you have to get a blank white layer that's outlined in white by clicking the plus. And then on that layer, what you're going to do is you're going to click the tiny knot on the bottom and click the eyedrop button. And then you're going to get the yellow color under background. And then you just go to the top of the screen where there's a bucket and you click the bucket and then tap the screen, tap it twice, and then you can unclick the button. Next, I'm going to start with the center of my flower. So I'm going to take the middle color on the left side, which is like a dark blue. And then I'm going to make my palette invisible by clicking on the eye in the layer editor. So I click the eye, and I'm going to make one more new layer right on top of the yellow background. And then I'm going to go to my library, and I'm going to scroll all the way down until I hit traditional. And then I'm going to choose the one right in the middle, which says felt pen. And I'm going to make it around 10. And then next, I will draw a circle just like that, like a quarter circle. And if you want, you can smoothen it out just by filling it in. Or if you want it to be super perfect, you can click this button that has shapes on it. It's like a circle and a square. And then click the middle one, the circle. And then you can just, oops. You can get like a, oops, let me redo that. And then I'm just going to move this up a skosh. So I'm just going to tap and grab. And then I'm going to fill this in with that same color. And then next I'm going to make my palette visible again, and I'm going to choose in the middle part of the palette, I'm going to choose the middle color. So it's like a dark brown. Make my palette invisible again. And then I'm just going to use that and make small circles all the way around the edge of my circle, just like that. And then I'm going to go to my library and scroll all the way up until I get to the basic brush. And then I'm going to choose Smudge Pen. And then I'm just going to, oops, did not mean to do that. Oops. And then I'm going to lock the layer so it doesn't smudge too much. And then I'm just going to smudge out the edges like that. And now I'm going to choose the next color by scrolling down and clicking the felt pen again, and then palette. And I'm going to choose the yellow on the right side of middle. And then I'm just going to fill all of this middle section in with the yellow. So now it kind of looks just like this. And then I'm going to just go back to the library and I'm going to scroll down to traditional and choose this one, soft airbrush, and make it, around 22. And then I'm going to choose the same color from the outside of the circle. And I'm just going to add some swivels inside of this. And then one more time, I'm going to go up and blend it out. And next I'm going to start on the petals. So I'm going to choose the light blue in the petals palette, and then I'm going to add a new layer. And I'm going to choose felt pen. Oops. And I'm going to start by drawing long curved lines, kind of like this. So a curve, and then I'm going to connect them. Just like this. So one fat curve, and then on the other side, and then same thing here, and same thing here. And then I'm just going to click and drag the flowers layer underneath the center, just like that. And then I'm going to choose the dark blue. And I'm going to alpha lock it by clicking on the tiny lock. And then I'm going to take my soft airbrush. And I'm just going to add some details to the petal. So just like this, I'm going to outline the outsides of the petals. So now we can make our palette visible again and choose the leftmost bug color, this kind of pinkish one. And then I'm going to go to my library and choose felt pen, make it sure it's around 10. And then I'm just going to draw like a C shape, before that, make a new layer. And then on the new layer, I'm going to draw a C shape, just like that. And connect it. And then fill it in with that same color. And then I'm going to choose the one on the right under bug. It's like almost a black. And then using that, I'm going to give it a little head and some legs. And then I'm going to give it spots by choosing the purple in the center and then just drawing little spots on it. And we're done with today's drawing. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, thank you all for coming.
Hi, Divya. We joined little late. Can we have a video recording of it?
I'm not sure how to access them, but I think if you ask Mina Auntie, she might be able to send it to you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Divya. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you, everyone.